Relational presentation has two guiding principles: visual communication, displaying information in graphically rich ways, and flexible delivery, tailoring that visual content to the needs of viewers. We call the interplay between these two principles visual interactivity. As flexible access to visual content becomes a part of your performances, speaking effectiveness skyrockets. Let's look at both principles and see why. Brain research over the past 2 decades clearly shows a difference in how our neural networks process visual and language-based inputs. Most PowerPoint speakers have the language-based component down, talking and displaying text, but neglect the dramatic impact of full-screen visual content. As a result, they throw away huge opportunities for improved understanding and engagement. All of us crave rich visual stimuli to understand the world around us. By merely improving the graphical quality of our slides, messages become more interesting, memorable, and influential. Want to see an example of visual expression in action? Okay, I'll set the stage. As a relational presenter, I move around within a vast collection of slides while speaking. My network contains many thousands of visuals built up over the past 10 years. So, not surprisingly, people often ask, if you have that many slides available, how in the world do you find anything while answering questions? Oh, I assure you, that process doesn't happen by accident. It's called information architecture. Now, if I wanted to explain to you how information architecture works, I probably could drag you through a bunch of ugly bullet points, but I'll take you on a visual journey instead. Pretend you walk into a grocery store, and your goal is to buy a single green apple. That store likely has 10,000 products on display, but you want only one of them, a green apple. How will you find it? The search is surprisingly easy, actually, because of the store's organizational layout. For an apple, you don't walk towards the meat department, canned goods, or cosmetics. You head straight for the produce section. And once there, you conveniently ignore the broccoli, tomatoes, and onions and look for the apple display. At that point, the goal is obvious. Well, guess what? We just found one slide out of thousands. And to show that concept, in a matter of seconds, I was able to explain an abstract idea in an interesting and memorable way using familiar visual stimuli. Of course, such image-based expression is valuable only if I really can get to those slides quickly when needed. And that's where flexible delivery comes into play. You'll see that relational methods combine hyperlinks, organizational strategy, visual cues, and illusion to help speakers find any piece of desired content within seconds. Visual interactivity offers many benefits to speakers and viewers alike. Here are a few more. If time is running out, subtly skip less important parts of your talk by using navigation elements appearing on slides. And if you have trouble remembering all the topics to be covered, build navigation elements so that they play the role of a cheat sheet during talks. Look closely at this menu, for example. It contains screenshots of topics that will display once a link is clicked. I can casually glance at the group for reminders, even while discussing a topic. What, you say? PowerPoint used as a content management system? Yes, it can be. Once you have a relational network in place, all your wisdom, all the slides you possibly might want to show an audience are located conveniently inside a single folder on your computer. That folder, called a parent folder, can be copied onto a memory stick and opened on anyone else's computer as well. In that case, all your content and associated links go along for the ride, ready to use. There's total portability. Well, there's much more to say, but some of you are wondering about now, hey, how do I get started presenting this way? That's the subject of the next video clip. It's simple, really, and you have quite a few options.